Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm sharing this card with you that I made for the June Creative Challenge where the theme is Midsummer Moon. And I've used one of the sticker stencils to make this crescent moon filled with sunflowers, and I love the contrast of that black and white with that pop of colour. I've used a Multifarious card that I've trimmed to 12.5 by 12.5. That's about the size of a 6x6 card, I think. So if you don't want to do any backing or anything, you could just have that as the front of your card. Alternatively, you could have it on a larger piece and either use the edging as the mount, or maybe put a black border on there if you wanted. That would be your preference. So let's get started. So we're using the crescent moon from the sticker stencil set 5. That sits on the square at a different angle to the one I wanted to use, so I'm going to just tilt it so that it's a bit more upright. I mean, if you want to do it the other way, obviously you can do that. And because I'm a bit of a mucky pup, I'm just putting some paper around those corners, because if there's anywhere to get a bit of ink where I don't want it, I will find it. Then we're using the sunflower heads and the lovely named Carrot Orange Versifying Clair. I love the name of this one. It's just such a jolly happy colour, isn't it? So let's get out a sunflower head. I think I'll use the medium one. So let's pop it on there. Ink it up. Now the thing to do is be really careful about stamping here, because it can go for a bit of a slide on the shiny bit of the stencil, and also you need to be aware that it won't go right the way up to the lines unless you press quite hard. So just going in really carefully and adding these sunflowers, and do them at different angles. So coming in at the side there, so they're varied positions around the moon. Put an edge in there. You're just really filling that space in with petals and sunflower. Pop a couple more bits down here. So you see I'm varying between having quite a flower centrally and then just the edges. Let's get a little bit in that corner there. And there we go. That's our sunflower head stamped. I'm also just going to give this a little bit of a wipe, because bound to get some of that in my moon as well. I don't really want it. So this is just a baby wipe, but obviously if you've got a damp cloth that would also work. Right, so now I need my stencil brush, and I'm using a combination of Sahara, which is one of our older colours, and Lemon Drop, one of our newer colours. I just love how bright this is. Look at that, it's just amazing, isn't it? I'll show you. Look how gorgeous that is. So we're going in with the Lemon Drop, kind of mainly in the middle, I suppose, and then we'll be adding the depth with the Sahara. There we go. Sahara doesn't look anything like as lovely on the ink pad, but I just love its sandy, kind of mustardy yellowness, shall we say. So what I'm doing with the Sahara is going around the edges of that stencil. So you can see it's getting those darker bits, and that's what's giving us that almost 3D effect with the moon. There we go. I can peel away sticker stencil. Now, I've had this sticker stencil for a while and it wasn't new. Don't forget, if yours is brand new out of the packet, Put it on your jeans, put it on a cloth, put it on something to just get rid of some of that sticky before you use it for the first time. And we'll clean that off, ready to go back in its packet. Now, we can add our stamping. I'm going to get my pad of paper underneath. I just think it's almost a comfort thing having this under there. So let's find our sunflowers. I've used both of these, sunflower 1 and sunflower 2. Just in them, well, like that, like I've got them in my packet. I'm going to stamp sunflower 2 first, just because of where it's positioned on the moon. Then I can work out where the other one wants to go. So I'm using Nocturne for this. You might also want to see what it looks like with one of the darker browns. Oh, that's not sunflower 2, that's sunflower 1. Let's pop that one in first since we've done it. That's me getting my rights and lefts mixed up. There's reflections. So there we go. It doesn't really matter which one you do first, to be fair. And this one is sunflower 2. Yeah, so pine corn or acorn just give you a different feel, wouldn't it? With your sunflowers if they were in brown, but I just love the contrast of black and white. So let's have this one sitting here. I think it's the leaves I was looking at to see where to position it. There we go. That's our sunflowers. While I've got the black ink out, I'm going to add my word inspire. Right, let's find inspire. This is from the set Inspire Me. There's 4 words in it. It's lovely. It's got dream, art, love and inspire, and they've all got a bit of texture to them. I'm just going to check what that stamps like. They're just a bit different, and it gives a bit of bulk isn't the right word, but you know what I mean, a bit more of a solid word in there. So there we go. There's inspire. And you see what I mean? All that texture. It's just gorgeous. Okay. Then I'm going to edge the edge with some stars. Now there's a few stamp sets that you could use. You could use your minis. There's a couple of minis with stars in. You can use the star cluster, the round one, or I think this is burst of stars. I tend to use the one that I have to hand the most, but actually it was this one I ended up using. But any of the star ones will work, whatever you have. This time I'm inking in Twilight. I don't know why I do blue stars, because they're white really, aren't they? But I just love it. And I love this stamp because it has lots of tiny ones in there as well. So just kind of doing a bit of a line really. We're going to go all the way around. And there we go. Actually, it looks rather sweet like that, doesn't it? So if you wanted to leave it really quite black and white with quite a lot of white space, you don't have to add the blue edging. I'm going to. All I did was get my blue stencil brush, and one of my favourite blues to use is Della Blue, and I'm just going to edge round this card. So if you've not done this before, you start off the mats, off the card on the mats, and then pull your brush through, just so that you don't get all those blobby bits and a bit of a smoother texture. Remember, if it's a new ink pad, you will have it very juicy, or if you've just re-inked it with our re-inkers. I was talking then, not concentrating, and I've got a bit of a wobble. But actually, you know, once it's finished, you don't really notice things like that. And you can just come in, maybe give it a bit of a deeper border. Just working that brush really. You know, I've not re-inked it for a while. I've just got a bit more off that brush as I've gone around. Quite therapeutic really. And once you're happy with it, all I'm going to do is add some gold splatters. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you will know that this drop of shimmer gold, of which there is not much left in this second bottle, has been one of my favourite ways to add gold splatters. However, I now also have another favourite, the Starry Colours Gansai Tambi, I think you say it. And what I love about this is I've got different shades of gold. So I used the light gold for this one, but you'll get a different effect by doing any of the different golds. So have a little play at the splatters. I am going to put my paper back underneath. Just saves me wiping my mat so much. I think that's why I like doing it. Get myself a brush. Here we go. I'm dripping it off camera into some water, so I use quite a wet brush. Spritz your watercolour with some water just to activate it really, and you've got your wet brush. I'm just going to show you some of the difference. So that's quite a deep gold, if you can see it. This one's more of a reddish gold. You see how it's quite a different one. I'm using the light gold here. And I'm mainly going to concentrate my splatters around the moon. There we go. Now there's a white gold in here as well. If you've not got a spray bottle, you can just add some water to the pan, and it will get wet enough for you to be splattering. And with the white gold, I'm just going to go around this edge, so it's a bit more star-like. Add in those white stars. I just have quite a bit on my brush really. Goes a long way. I've just got such variety of, if you like adding gold to your cards, then I highly recommend it. And there we go. Pop that to the side. That's out there, there's some of those golds, you see. And there is our card. Thanks very much for joining me. If you have a go at this, please let me know. I'd love to see your versions of it, and hope to see you soon.